What's the definition of real?
I think for me, being real is having integrity and being able to go to sleep at night knowing that I've done the right thing by me, not by society.
Yeah, I'm done. Me, I'm telling you this now, boy. Like, I brought her home, dog. Like, I literally brought her home. Mom thinking that now she's one of the boys. Uh, as soon as now I'm thinking of getting down with her, she tells me that nah, dog, she's just a top boy, dog. Well, that's how this car's like today. I know, very off topic. Today's car, you feel like it's a prude in disguise, but as soon as you guys start getting undressed, you realize it's a beautiful mommy. You know, it's a mommy that we don't speak about. We are ashamed to admit that, yeah, Donna, I bagged this one because kind of look like a dude. But, anyways, welcome to another episode of Bombii and Cars because today's car is very, very interesting. It gives off I am a dude, but as soon as you look under the engine, you're like, oh, you understand? If you get it, you get it. If you don't, hey man, you fall behind. You need to catch up with the times. You better cock it. You understand that? But yeah, no, today's car. When I found the stats of this thing, I was even surprised that men like it. But in reality, this is one of the most stats wise. This car is feminine. But appearance wise, hey man, this thing look beefy, man. Yeah, we don't have a sports car like last week, unfortunately, but we do have a German machine. It is loved by many. It is adored by many. Some people would even kill for those cars. Some people would even sell their children to have those cars. Because today's car is the Mercedes GLA 200 CDI from 2016, my friends. Yes, yes, yes. And like I said before, this car you forget it's a dude because inside it is a woman. Its stats are of a feminine woman, a really, really beautiful, sexy woman that you want to take home. Because outside, yeah, it's one of those guys that you'd like be ashamed of, girls that you'd be like you tapped it because it produces a 2.1 turbo diesel. Yes, it still sounds good. It is an inline four-cylinder engine. Yes, I know. And with all of that, it produces all of that with 100 kilowatts at 300 newton meters of torque. I know, surprising. And for those of you who are either too slow or too fast and don't understand what that is, it is 134 to 136 brake horsepower. Yes, you heard correctly, but it's a Mercedes. It's supposed to be 200. Lies. Like I said, the stats are of a feminine. Ooh, the stats are of a feminine woman. Like I said, with all of that being said, um, it produces all that power from the front. Yes, it is a front wheel drive car with 18-inch alloyed rims. Them bit expensive. Ooh, sorry, wasn't supposed to swear. But them things are still expensive with a 7 speed, yes, 7 speed automatic. And one thing that I can also tell you is that if I had this coming, I'd never be home, bro. I'm telling you, I'd never be home because it's fuel consumption. Ah, ah, they do this thing's fuel consumption is come here way better than a Suzuki Swift, way better than a 100 grand i10 because combined freeway driving all around the city. I mean, from the city to there to wherever you're going, long distance is 4.6 liters per 100 kilometers. And for city driving and everything, it's literally 6.2 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm telling you, me, I'll be seeing all my side chicks. I'm joking. Hey, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. Before it starts being taken out of context. But it's fuel consumption. I don't think I'll ever complain with fuel. For somebody that is always on the road, I need this thing, you know? But my tax bracket doesn't allow me to afford it because this thing goes for 285,000 rands. Yes, I know. but it has female stats. Hey, did you see this thing here? Exactly. Exactly. You save petrol, but you buy the brand. Kinda like the X Class, but we will speak about that when we get the X Class. Hey, for the people with the X Class, come on, holla at your boy. Yes, I'm talking about you. hmm So now, one thing that I want to tell you about those cars is that yes, it is a woman underneath, but a man on the outside. And the reason why I say it is a man on the outside is because if you are a person that likes doing sketchy stuff, wait, and before we do this, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. For somebody that is 6 foot, get out of the car. Man. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. The boot capacity of this thing is really big. Okay, I like the boot capacity. This is where you can chill with the bros and scout mummies whenever you're at the club. But you forget that this car is a woman, and that's the very same thing I'm talking about. Because now we're going into the part that I love, which is driving the car, and we are about to move this.
To be doing.
I just made a blunder, a blunder, a blunder, a blunder. Now I might be a father, a father, a father, a father, and she might love another, another, another.
So now, let us be honest with each other. Now that we're in the part that I love the most is driving the car, one thing that I can tell you about this car is that the thing is, I may say bad stuff about it, like, hey, it is a transgender, it's a woman on the inside, but a man on the outside. Yes, that is true. But the car still is a Mercedes at the end of the day, because there's a saying that every single Mercedes driver has, which is there are two cars on the road. There's Mercedes and there's others. That's it's not a Jaguar. Oh, it is a Jaguar. Hey, I love Jaguars. But anyways, it's the normal standard Jaguar. It's not that impressive. Lies. But now that's the thing I can tell you about those cars. That this car still moves. It moves very, 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 very fast. And the way this thing makes you feel, you kind of it does feel like it is a woman's car, but at the same time, it feels like it's a transgender, right? That's one thing that I can tell you is that you do feel the transformer within the car, but it feels very feminine. The car is still high for clearance underneath. The car still feels small but high at the same time. That's that's how I can tell you how this car feels. And it is really, really quick. One thing that I can tell you about this thing is that this thing moves very, very fast. Oh, jeez. Oh my gosh. Okay, like it moves. This thing moves. Oh my gosh, this move. Sorry for cussing. But my word, what the hell? What the actual hell? Oh no! Oh my gosh! No, this thing moves. It moves. It moves. Its takeoff is slow. Don't get me wrong. But the moment it starts moving, it's like I am moving. It screams, I want to be moved. Oh, okay, now I love this thing. Oh, okay, I love this thing. Oh my gosh, this thing moves. Okay, this. Oh, sorry, but this thing moves. Okay, this thing actually it caught me by surprise. Yes, it has female stats. Don't get me wrong. But it still moves, okay? More especially, it's very surprising on the way it moves with the stats it has. That that's why I'm even this shocked. With the stats it has, I'm way more shocked that hey, this move. But anyways, let us go on to the whole thing. One thing that I do like about this one, I'm a guy that doesn't really like the screens and the buttons and all that type of stuff. Oh, let me put this back on economy. Oh, I put it on manual. Let me put this thing back on economy. I don't wanna this thing drive like a madman all the way. But now, oh, it has paddle shifts as normal. But now the thing is that this car is, even though it's from 2016, 2016 is when this whole trend of the buttons and the buttons were replaced with screens. This one has a lot of buttons, by the way. Like, the lights are still here on the side, the buttons are still here, the knob for the temperature is still here, the radio buttons are still here. Like, every single thing that you would need in a car that still makes it safe, it's still here. I feel like having a screen to regulate temperature and all that, I feel like that is a health hazard on its own. But this one, there's none of that. It's just still the same thing. The car has cruise control, it has accident assist or road assist for those of you who want to know exactly what I mean by that. It has those things, and it's not really complicated. Operating the system is very easy. It has park assist as well. And then we have taxi driver. Taxi driver, you drive like a very decent person who's got a family. But that's one thing that I can tell you about this car. That the car, it's not so bad, you know? And, oh, yes, I forgot to also mention the car also has what you might call this thing. I'm not sure if you'll hear it, but it has auto start and auto switch off. The moment when you get to a robot, it's, oh my gosh, that is so bad. Oh, a Mercedes missing a light. Oh, and it's missing the sign. Oh my word. But sorry, I'm not gonna flip the camera. I don't have permission to film that guy's car. But one thing that I can say is that the car is good. It has auto start. It has all of those nice features, man. And for the mere fact that this year is a diesel car, it is really strong. Like, its engine is a really, really strong engine. You're not gonna complain a lot that, hey, I'm always fixing this. Hey, unlike a petrol car, you'll be at your dealership like way off. You will be there way more often than you would think. But the car is really good. And for those who are in a higher tax bracket and want to get this as the first car, this would be perfect. The diesel version. But that's the thing with this car. And its boot capacity, it doesn't have fake exhausts, by the way. The exhausts are not fake, it doesn't have all of those things. And for those of you who like being fancy and all that type of stuff, the car has a sunroof. Like, I could go out with my girl and all that type of stuff. We have fun. Sunroof is up. Oh, Adidas are even blessing us. That's how this car is like. It is literally a woman's car, but has a man's taste to it. You kind of understand? It's for those women that want to be who run the world, girls. Beyonce. Diva. What does that song go? How does that song go? Like, na na na. Diva is a female version of a hustler. That's what those cars like. This is literally a female version of a hustler on the inside. Like, it does feel feminine, but it is one hell of a car. And I know there are a lot of people that are gonna disagree with me, saying that, hey, what do you mean that this car is a feminine car? What do you mean? No, dude, look at the stats, bro. Like, just look at the stats. Look at the shape of the car. It's just high. That's it. The car is just really high. It's not that. It's it's a woman car, and I know people are gonna feel offended by me saying this. And if you feel offended by this, I am not gonna apologize. Okay, I said what I said. This year is a female version of a hustler. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. And since we are coming to the end, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and oh, so my producer here on the side is letting me know that I forgot to mention one thing. Is that the car has got parking assist, reverse parking assist, whether it's parallel parking or reverse parking straight. The car has nifty, good assistance with all of that. So, more reason why I say it's a female car, because you can't park for shit. But anyways, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and please stay tuned for another one. I know I said I was gonna release once a month, but you guys are getting lucky. You're getting 2 videos this month, so enjoy it and feast on it. Bombii is out. Much love with you guys. Peace.
Need to be doing.
I just made a blunder, a blunder, a blunder, a blunder. Now I might be a father, a father, a father, a father, and she might love another, 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 another. Cause I just made a blunder, a blunder, a blunder, a blunder.